Happy holidays, guys and gals. This is Psionic Arrow, and I'm going to be doing a garage video and a look at my service record uh, because, well, somebody requested it. And I'm going to be putting this video up on December 25th, where most of you, hopefully, will not be watching YouTube videos Christmas Day. But I decided I'm going to do, a little video on Christmas. And well, this new garage has inspired me to do so. It's actually quite nice. There's fireworks going off in the distance, Christmas lights and pine trees and Christmas trees, in fact. Right here, campfire. And well, looks pretty nice. Right, so there's a special going on right now to get a tier 10 tank into your garage by the end of December 31st. Starting from December 21st, I think, or maybe 22nd. And this is a North American offer only, so all you guys in North America, this is what they're doing. If you get a tier 10 tank into your garage and play at least 5 games during this period, we'll be able to vote on a t-shirt design from, I don't know, probably 3 designs for us to choose from, and once that's been chosen, they'll give every one of us a link to the Jinx website or something, and it'll give us a free t-shirt for having a tier 10 tank. So it's not really like extreme special or anything, but it's a free t-shirt, and as long as you have a tier 10 tank in your garage by the end of December 31st with at least 5 games played during this period. I'm sure you guys are going to be playing more than 5 games during a 5 times event, but just in case, I'm letting you know you need to play at least 5 games and have a tier 10 tank in your garage. So all you tier 10 guys, rejoice, you're getting a free t-shirt. If you don't like free t-shirts, then, well, I don't know, donate it. Give the t-shirt away. I don't know, it's sometime in January they'll start contacting players who are eligible with the code and stuff for your free t-shirt. And that is one reason why I've got the E50M right here. First reason is because I don't actually have a tier 10 and I just need one for Clan Wars. 2, I recently found out about this special, and well, I'm getting a free t-shirt out of it. I guess we'll take a look at my tanks first. Let's go through here. We got the Type 59, SU-152, IS-3, KV-3, KV-2. Now I've got this guy over here because I don't really want to go through the artillery line, low-tier artillery line, and KV-2 leads to the S-51, tier 6 artillery. And I thought, well, I'll try it out. They've renamed the premium Churchill to Churchill 3 so that people will stop getting confused, even though I think it's more of the Matilda and Valentine than the Churchill. Anyways, T-34, Matilda 4, here we go. T-50, this is pretty much my only scout tank, and I think I've played it maybe 1 or 2 games. I just wanted to try it out. MS-1, I keep this because this is a pretty cool looking tank, and I like the way it looks. Here's my low tier artillery that I don't really play on. ARL-44, awesome tank. AMX 1375, yes, I'm still on this thing. I haven't really been playing this guy very often. It's not very fun for me, anyway. At least not so far with this tiny gun. 135 damage, 144 penetration. It's not really that great of a gun. I've got a grill here, Yak Panther, and this guy I'm going to be moving up towards the Yak Panther 2. And that's mostly because eventually I'll be getting the Tiger P, which will also lead to the Ferdinand if I so choose. Tiger 2 over here. Yes, I'm still on the Tiger 2 as well. I haven't really been working on my heavy line that much. Lion. And here's the tanks that I'm actually keeping in the garage. See, I've got a Tiger. And over here, this is where I've been doing all of my work on the E50 LM Tier 10 medium tank. And I've only had one game this guy so far. I will be doing a video on this guy soon, but it's a pretty cool looking tank. In fact, if you take a look at it, it looks super clean. There's absolutely no what do you call that? No wrinkles in the metal or anything. It's just smooth. You can see a little bit of welding and some rivets, but it's nothing compared to the E50, which I still have. And you can see the more textured work on the metal over here. I actually kind of like this look better than the super smooth E50M style, but you know, can't really change that unless I skin it. And you will notice it's pretty much the same tank. It's a little bit, the E50M is a little bit shorter than the E50, but it still has the same amount of armor and the same length. Actually, it looks a little bit longer, but that's like right here in the corner. But because it's lower, the angle of the front plate here is steeper, and hopefully you get more bounces off of it. But I do like the gun on this thing. They say this is the most accurate gun in the game with a .3 accuracy, so we'll see how that works out. And obviously I still have the E50. I haven't sold it just yet. Panther 2, this is a pretty good tank. I like it as well, and I'm keeping it. VK 3002 DB. I have had a really hard time with this tank. In fact, I believe my efficiency on this thing is only 700 on XVM. For this tank in particular, it's not one of my favorite tanks, but I've only just unlocked the turret and managed to put on the 88 centimeter cannon, the L56. So maybe it'll work out better, but I have this guy because I've heard that the new German medium line is going to be branching off of this guy, so I'm going to have to do some work on it. And hopefully I'll be able to get enough experience stowed away to use it. Let's see, Panther. It's an iconic tank, and I'm keeping it just because of that. In fact, I've played it quite a few games. This crew, I rebought a new set of crew after I transferred them through to the E50M, and it was a 50% crew. So here you go, 99%, except for the radio guy, because he dies all the time. I don't know why, but pretty much the first shot somebody makes on me when I'm playing the Panther or the Panther 2 is either the engine gets set on fire, the transmission gets damaged, and or the radio operator dies. Now I've got Accelerate crew training off because of the 5 times event. I'm actually trying to get a little bit of free experience. And well, I managed to get it to be able to afford the E50M. VK 3001P, there we go. This is not my favorite tank, but I am working my way to the Tiger P, and this is the only way to get there. I've got a Panzer II Lux, and I've just recently bought this guy. He looks like a neat tank. I like the look of this tank. It's just pretty... I don't know, it's kind of comical to see this tank. It looks like one guy sits here and one guy, kind of sits in the turret, and that's it. But there's actually 4 crew members. So, obviously, there's a lot more space in there than I would assume, unless they're really cramped in there. They're probably really cramped in this thing. And I've decked it out in a whole bunch of extra stuff that I had on hand when I actually had some light tanks around. Churchill 7, I haven't really been playing this guy. I've played this guy maybe once a month. Not my favorite tanks in the British line, mostly because of how tiny the guns are. It's got decent penetration and accuracy, but the damage is not what I expect from a heavy tank. And in fact, it doesn't even use a heavy caliber tank gun rammer. It's a medium caliber tank gun rammer, because this is a medium tank gun. Cromwell, still on this guy. It's I don't know, I actually like this tank. The armor is a bit lacking, but I haven't really been having the time to play this tank very often. Crusader, I've kept this because it's a pretty neat tank, and I was planning on doing a video on this guy, but I haven't actually been playing him very often. Valentine, I've kept this also to make a video, but haven't gone around to that yet. M7 Priest, just got this. This is by far the largest crew on an artillery piece that I've ever seen. There are 6 crew members for this thing. It's crazy. Where do they sit? They all gotta, like, there's 3 just gotta stand here and 3 here. 1 on the machine gun. I don't know. It's not got that much space. It doesn't look like it anyway. The M18 Hellcat. I've recently unlocked the T25/2. Haven't sold the M18 Hellcat yet. People say this is a great tank, but I haven't had that great of game in it. Like, I can't really sway the battle as I usually do in a heavy tank and sometimes in a medium tank. This guy is just not... It doesn't have enough hit points and armor to, do very well against other tanks unless you're sniping them from really far away. Also, holds 30 rounds maximum for the 90mm gun, so you will run out of ammunition at some point. At least this is the only tank that I actually run out of ammunition for, which is kind of strange in this thing, I think. Anyways, T-34 premium tank. I play this on experience event days usually, and maybe when I need some cash. This used to be a really good tank that I favored. It's still a good tank. It's just I'm more into medium tanks now, so I don't like slow tanks, and that's why the T-34 and my Lion over there don't get as much attention as they should. T-29. I have unlocked the turret for this guy. Obviously the 105 is fitted. No engine just yet. I'm still missing the 800 horsepower engine, but it's a pretty good tank. It's got the same gun as the T-32, and I'm going to be working my way up there because I've heard that the T-110E5 is an amazing tank. I have been going into Clan Wars, which means that you'll probably figure out that I have been seeing a lot of T-110E5s charging down at me while I'm in my E50. They have decent armor, but I think it's the speed, maneuverability, and the gun that makes it popular in Clan Wars. I've still got a T-20 here. Haven't really been playing him either. I haven't actually been playing a lot of these tanks. But I will eventually move on to the Pershing as well. I've got a Ram 2, the premium tank, up-armored Churchill, made by Canada. Not really a favorite tank of mine because the accuracy on this thing is pretty terrible. 0.43, it doesn't do a lot of damage, and it doesn't have the armor to withstand staying out in the open to pop your shots off like you would need to with its 26 rounds per minute gun. I've got the brand new T-21 American light tank based on the T-20. In fact, it looks exactly like the T-20 except it's got a tiny gun. You can see right here. The turret is a little bit different, but it's a pretty fast tank. In fact, where is it? It goes up to where is it? 56.3 kilometers per hour. And I've also got a T2 light tank. This was a gift given to me by my friend. I think he bought one of those box sets, and it comes with this tank, 7 days of premium, and I think 1,000,000 credits. I don't know. This is I don't know. It's an okay tank. It's got one of those machine gun cannons. Doesn't hold a lot of rounds, but the speed is good. But when you're going up to speed, you can't turn very well with this guy. And that's all the tanks I've got in my garage. I do have a lot, I know. Maybe not as much as some of you guys, but I definitely have more than most of my friends.
So, on to the service record. Let's take a look at the medals. I've got 2 billets medals. This is, actually, I got these 2 from, I believe, I know one of them is from my French tank. The AMX, maybe it was a 12T or something. I got 1 Brothers in Arms, 1 Hallinan's medal. This is what? Destroying 3 or more enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a tank destroyer that are 2 tiers higher than the tank destroyer that you're in. I've got a Pichukis? I don't know how to pronounce that. Piscusis medal. I don't know. Somebody will probably comment on how badly I mispronounce this thing. It's for destroying 3 enemy artillery in a tank or tank destroyer, and this is actually really hard to get for me. I think I got this in the M18 Hellcat. I got a Radley Walters medal for destroying 8 or 9 enemy vehicles in one battle. I don't know why it says that. It should say at least 8. Why 8 or 9? I don't know. What happens if you destroy 10? And they must be tier 5 or higher. I've also got a Bolter's medal, which it says is no longer available, which is for destroying 7 or more enemy vehicles, tanks, or self-propelled guns. Or 10 or more vehicles with self-propelled gun in one battle. So, killing 10 things with your artillery is actually quite hard. In fact, it's impossible to get this medal now. 11 Defender medals, 9 Invader medals, 1 Scout. I believe I got that on my first T50 game. 177 Sniper medals? Or is this 177 hits in a row without missing? It just says how to get it. Oh well, 32 Steel Walls, 18 Confederates, 29 Top Guns. Okay, here we go. Master Gunner with a combo of 25 hits. I have 2, so I've 2 Hunters, so I've destroyed over 200 of these tanks. I'm gonna assume that it's for the Tigers and Tiger 2s that I've destroyed. I haven't really been seeing a lot of other... Oh, you know what? It's the Lion. I've destroyed a lot of Lions with my tanks. To 7 combo Reaper hits. 5 battles for surviving without taking any damage. That was actually really hard to get. And you can't be in an artillery piece. 2 Kamikazes, which I got accidentally because the enemy rammed me instead and killed himself. 1 Line of Sinai. That's for destroying at least 100 IS series tanks. And I'm pretty sure these were all mostly IS-3s and ISs. Because IS-3s are actually quite popular amongst players. 51 combo hits with Sharpshooter. And then all of these guys, Abrams Medal, they're all class 2. Karius, Ekans, Ks, Nispels, Lavrenenkos, Leclerc's, and Popel's Medal, they're all class 2. And we're going to move on to overall results. 4,115 battles participated. So I've won more than I lost, 52% win ratio, 37% survivability. I have destroyed 4,213 vehicles, and okay, the most I've ever destroyed was 8 with an SAU 40, French Tier 4 tank destroyer. Okay, 70% hit ratio. That's probably due to me playing German tanks a lot. You can see most of these tanks are German. Over 3 million damage is done, 1.8 million experience earned. Average experience per battle is 443, and maximum was 1,909 on my Type 59. Alright, so I've got a Lion, Ace Tanker, 251 battles. And I don't ever think, yeah, no Top Guns at all. T-34, what is this called? Mastery Badge, First Class. VK-3601, Ace Tanker. This is actually, I played the VK-3601 before the physics patch, where they upgraded the armor on all tanks with the normalization stuff. So it's actually quite hard for this tank to penetrate other tanks with its 8.8cm L56 gun anymore. 132 penetration is not going to cut it unless you're shooting at extreme weak points and stuff like that. Ace Tanker in this guy. I've got my Panzer 6 Tiger, 53% win ratio, Master Badge Ace Tanker, and I never got a Top Gun with this guy. Type 59, First Class, Panther, First Class. You don't get a lot of kills with the Panther, mostly because of its low damage gun, but you do get a lot of shots off. Tiger 2, First Class. I did get a Top Gun in this, at least one anyway. 82% hit ratio, KV-1, Master Tank, Ace Tanker. You can actually see that I don't play a lot of these tanks very often. I've only, like I don't have a lot of games in other tanks. T-28, I played this a long time ago, and then I played it one more time when I rebought it during one of the specials, and I got First Class on that. I played the T-28 when it still had that really big, long aiming time gun that they removed. It no longer has that gun, and I think they should have left it in. This tank, this is not a very good tank anymore. It's so huge that it needs at least some advantage. It doesn't even have it anymore. Su-85B, only third class. Master Badge third class, but I did get a Top Gun in this thing. Panzer 3, second class. Su-85, first class. Hetzer, Ace Tanker. I actually have 4 Top Guns in this thing. 7 kills, so is that... That was, alright, it's tier 4, so it wouldn't have gotten that medal. 60% win ratio on the Hetzer. This is probably my best tank, besides the VK-3601, but the Hetzer is still performing just as good as it used to. Now I've got a Stug 3. Same amount of battles as the Hetzer. It doesn't perform quite as well, but, you know, I still have first class right here. 73% hit ratio, so, okay, yeah, I guess here's the E50 at 74 games. Haven't won as much as I wish. It's still a first class Mastery Badge, though. 81% hit ratio, quite nice. KV-1S, this is a super tank, I believe. I like this a lot. I don't actually have a good win ratio on it, but I do have an Ace Tanker. I did have 8 kills, 78% hit ratio, and that's mostly because I know how inaccurate the KV-1S's 122mm gun is, and I choose to fire only when I'm right in front of the guy. I don't snipe that often. And this is where I got my Bradley Walters. T-82, it's a pretty fun tank if you equip the howitzer and able to hit people with it. AMX-40, 67 games on the AMX-40. This is a really hard tank that I, like this is the tank that I decided I was going to use free experience to get out of. After I got out of it. And that's why you'll see that I have the BDR G1B, but no games in the B1. Because the B1 is so terrible that I just free experienced my way through it to get to the BDR G1B. AMX-12T, this I got while it was a tier 5 second class. Right, AMX-40 was also a second class Master Badge. I have not played the AMX-12T since it was moved to tier 6, and I don't plan to. M3 Lee, I've got a first class Mastery Badge, 55% win ratio. And look at that, a steel wall. I have no idea how I got a steel wall in M3 Lee. But I did. Panzer 3-4, first class. This was, I mean, it was a decent tank. It's better than the Panzer 4 as it is now. Alright, IS, 58% win ratio. I really like this tank as well. This is basically an upgraded KV-1S. It moves a little bit faster, it has a lot more hit points, has more armor, and it's got the same basic gun, but it fires a little bit faster. Of course, 75% hit ratio right there. T-150, first class Mastery Badge. Let's see, steel wall, sniper. I'm thinking this is when I had the KV. when this was the KV at tier 5. I think they transferred the stats over to this guy, maybe. Because I don't think I played that many battles in the Team 150. Anyways, SU-76. I have not played this for a very long time. As you can see, I played the SU-76 before they introduced mastery badges. KV-3, first class. It's pretty decent, and it does have a short amount of experience to get to the KV-4. Martyr 2, I played this a long time ago, very long time ago. I got 8 kills with this thing, but that was before a huge amount of nerfs following. M18 Hellcat, 37% win ratio. I told you I didn't win many in this game, but I did get a top gun in this guy, and here it is, destroying 3 enemy SPGs in one battle. Panther 2, Master Badge, first class, 62% win ratio. SU-100, first class, 61% win ratio. And this is one of my favorite tank destroyers so far. AMX-1375, I do have a first class in this guy, but I don't win very often. That's mostly because these French tanks kind of depend on the team. At least for my playing style, it does. A T1 Heavy, Ace Tanker, 66% win ratio. That's kind of crazy, but this is by far my favorite heavy tank, even more than the KV-1. And I don't know, it's just that this thing is underestimated a lot. I don't understand why. I guess it's because it's basically using a medium tank gun, and it fires so quickly that people don't understand why they should, you know, reverse and get out of there. So I got a Defender, 6 snipers, 2 steel walls, 2 top guns. You know, this was an awesome tank when I played it. T49, Master Badge, first class, 54% win ratio, 7 kills in this thing. I believe I put up the replay where I got 7 kills. M4 Sherman, Master Badge, second class. I did get a top gun in this thing as well, and since the purchasing of premium rounds with credits has been introduced, I believe people have been having a lot more fun with the M4 Sherman because they can equip that the dirt gun, the 105mm howitzer, and put premium rounds in, and you will do a ton of damage, like 350 damage in one shot. It might even be worth it to equip premium rounds in this thing all the time, but I don't know. I sold mine a long time ago. The Russian AT-1. This, well, it wasn't that great. It was a decent tank destroyer, but it is only tier 2, and you get out of these tier 2s really fast, so I don't think I played... Well, I did play 35 games in it. Anyways, Churchill 3, this is the premium Churchill, Lend-Lease to Russia. Mastery Badge first class. This is not a very fun tank for me. It's too slow, and the gun doesn't do enough damage. But it does manage to get some steel walls in. The Panzerjäger 1. Played this a long time ago. What's this? Sniper. Alright. Ram 2, I do have a first class in it. I do not win very often in this tank. 38% win ratio. Panzer 3 Aus A, 55% win ratio. Haven't played that in a long time. Here's the Grill. First class Mastery Badge. 45% win ratio, mostly because artillery do depend on the team more often than not. And of course, hit ratio on this guy is terrible. And I believe that is the same with all artilleries. It's kind of hard to get great hit ratios with that thing. Jagdpanzer 4. Master Badge second class. Here this is where I got the Brothers in Arms. But it does have the same gun as on tier 6 German mediums, so I don't understand why they even put it on here. It doesn't have enough penetration for a tank destroyer, I think. Here's a T46, 62% win ratio. T29, Master Badge second class, 62% win ratio. M6, Master Badge first class. This is pretty similar to the T1 Heavy, but at tier 6, you start getting into really big games with really big tanks, tier 8s, and people start noticing all the weak points on this tank. Like, after tier 6, people start getting accustomed to shooting at weak points, so this thing is not as strong as the T1 Heavy, but it does get a pretty big gun, 90mm. The M4A3E2 Sherman Jumbo, Master Badge first class. I do have 2 top guns in this thing. And what is that? Is that steel wall? Yes, steel wall in a medium tank. Of course, it does have quite a lot of armor on the front. And here's the French Samoa SAU-40 with 27 battles, 74% win ratio, and a Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. I have 2 top guns, and here's where I got the Reaper combo of 7 vehicles. It's probably in this game where I got 8 kills. And this is, well, people say this tank is pretty bad, but judging by how good I do in it, I don't know. I find it refreshing to one-shot things. I equipped the howitzer cannon on this guy, and it was just really fun. I won 20 out of 27 games, so I think this is actually the best win ratio I have. Here's the Panzer IV, Master Badge second class, 44% win ratio. I got to steal wall on this somehow, I don't know how. It's not a tank that I like very much anymore. Here's the Covenanter, the British tier 4, Master Badge second class, blah blah blah, Panzer II, 42% win ratio, but played that a long time ago. Here's a BDRG-1B, 63% win ratio. Mastery Badge First Class. T40, Mastery Badge First Class, 50% win ratio. ARL 44, 65% win ratio, and Mastery Badge First Class. And this is also got an 83% hit rate. And I don't know, it's pretty good. The 90mm DCA 45, I believe, is called. The one with 212 penetration. I like it a lot, especially on a tier 6. Here's the Matilda 4, lend leased to Russia, once again. Premium tank. Mastery Badge First Class, 80% hit ratio. SU-18. Not very good for me, anyway, but 52% win ratio. Here's the WESP, 55% win ratio. Mastery Badge First Class. ELC AMX. I have seen a lot of games where this thing does well, but not me. 32% win ratio. I just tried it out because I got it for free when they bumped up the AMX 12T. I've only got a second class Mastery Badge on this thing. VK 3001P, Mastery Badge second class once again. Absolutely no medals at all with this tank, but I actually haven't been playing it that much. 52% win ratio. Here's the Panzer 35T, 48% win ratio. IS-3, Mastery Badge First Class. I already got a Top Gun in 20 battles. 55% win ratio, 82% hit rate. And this is actually a very fun tank to play. I just haven't been playing it that much because I was concentrating on the E50M. Here's the SU-152. I've got, what is this? Invader. Okay. Mastery Badge First Class, 58% win ratio, 75% hit ratio. And this, I remind you, well, I guess I should just tell you, is with the 152mm cannon. That is the same as on the KV-2. I haven't unlocked the 122mm guns for this tank just yet. AMX-38. Played this a long time ago. These guys I played a long time ago. T2 medium tank, T18. Here's a Crusader. Mastery Badge second class. I managed to get a Confederate with this thing because of how fast this thing shoots. M2 medium tank. I got a Top Gun on this thing, I think. Holy cow. 7 kills. Alright, here's the Electractor. Mastery Badge first class, 44% win ratio. 16 games played. Here's a VK 3002DB. I don't remember playing only 16 games on this thing. It seems like a hell of a lot more. But that's okay. I got a Defender. I actually got a Steel Wall in this thing. Mastery Badge second class. And the most interesting thing about the VK 3002DB... Oh, I can't... The most interesting thing about this is that, like the E50M, the engine is put in the back. And that means you do not catch on fire when people shoot you from the front, which is a nice turn of events. M10 Wolverine, 67% win ratio with a Mastery Badge second class. It's a pretty okay tank. It flies quite fast. Here's the MS1 with a second class Mastery Badge. Churchill 1, first class. T20, second class. KV2, second class. Cromwell, second class. Sturmpanzer 1, Bison, first class. Sorry, wait, did I say the Cromwell was first class? I meant second class if I was. I don't remember anymore. Valentine, 83% win ratio with a Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. And this is, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But it is a tier 4, and I did start playing the Valentine after I got proficient with other higher tier tanks. So, I'm guessing I swayed the battle a little bit more than I usually do. The T2 light tank, second class. Cruiser Mark III, second class. Here's the Renault FT with a 64% win ratio. BT2. Jag Panther, Mastery Badge first class. Panzer 38T, third class. That's terrible. Here's the Renault UE57. I do not win a lot of games with this thing. In fact, I only played 11 games with this thing. Mastery Badge second class. Hotchkiss H35. Played this a hell of a long time ago. Cruiser Mark IV, second class, 70% win ratio. Churchill Mark VII, second class Mastery Badge. Here's the D2. Vickers Medium Mark I, Mastery Badge first class, 71% win ratio. T1 Cunningham, same stats but no Mastery Badge. That was because of, actually it might be because I suck in it. 1 kill maximum in this thing. My god. I survived more though. Definitely did not get 904 experience in the T1 Cunningham. Holy cow, I didn't realize I got that much. Okay, M5 Stewart, Mastery Badge second class, T34. I've only played 7 games and I got Ace Tanker on this thing. I got a really good game one time. In fact, I will be showing that game soon. Here's the M37, Mastery Badge third class, 38 NA second class, T26, nothing, T57, nothing. Renault FT AC, second class, M7, second class. What? I only played 4 games in the M7? This must be wrong. Well, I did get a lot of experience in that one of those games. Alright, M8A1, third class, Cruiser Mark I, third class, T50, third class. There's the scout medal right there. Here's the D1. Valentine, 83% win ratio with a Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. And this is, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But it is a tier 4, and I did start playing the Valentine after I got proficient with other higher tier tanks. So, I'm guessing I swayed the battle a little bit more than I usually do. The T2 light tank, second class. Cruiser Mark III, second class. Here's the Renault FT with a 64% win ratio. BT2. Jag Panther, Master Badge, first class. Panzer 38T, third class. That's terrible. Here's the Renault UE57. I do not win a lot of games with this thing. In fact, I only played 11 games with this thing. Master Badge, second class. Hotchkiss H35. Played this a hell of a long time ago. Cruiser Mark IV, second class, 70% win ratio. Churchill Mark VII, second class Master Badge. Here's the D2. Vickers Medium Mark I, Mastery Badge, first class, 71% win ratio. T1 Cunningham, same stats, but no Mastery Badge. That was because of, actually, it might be because I suck in it. 1 kill maximum in this thing. My god. I survived more, though. Definitely did not get 904 experience in the T1 Cunningham. Holy cow, I didn't realize I got that much. Okay, M5 Stewart, Master Badge, second class, T34. I've only played 7 games on Regatti's tanker on this thing. I got a really good game one time. In fact, I will be showing that game soon. Here's the M37, Master Badge, third class. 38 NA, second class. T26, nothing. T57, nothing. Renault FT AC, second class. M7, second class. What? I only played 4 games in the M7? This must be wrong. Well, I did get a lot of experience in that one of those games. Alright, M8A1, third class. Cruiser Mark I, third class. T50, third class. There's the scout medal right there. Here's the D1, no class. Lorraine 39 LAM, 3 games played, third class already. Vickers Medium Mark II. Nothing. 3 games played though. So SU26, I didn't even win in this thing, did I? No. BT7, nothing. M3 Stewart, third class. Sturmpanzer 2, nothing. And here's the 1 game in my E50M, and the 1 game in the T21. So obviously they're at 100%. Alright, so those are my stats.
Extremely boring, I'm sure. So once again, I will wish you happy holidays. Happy New Year as well. I don't know if I'm going to be putting out videos at that point. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. This is Sonic Arrow, and I'll see you guys in future videos. Please press that like button and leave some comments. Or you don't have to. You know, I don't really get that many comments right now anyway, so I don't expect too much for a Christmas video anyway. But there you go. Leave some comments if you need to. I'll see you guys next time.